I went to Egypt on 2 different productions. In 1975, it was Civilization in the Beginning. In 1979, it was BBC series The Commanding Sea. I met the tomb entrance of Boy King Pharaoh Tutankhamun, and that's me about to mug Sir Kenneth Clark, actually fixing his radio mic. We start in the south near Aswan with feluccas on the Nile and Nubian boatmen. They are descendants of people who have been here for thousands of years and for a while ruled ancient Egypt. But now they just inhabit this area and North Sudan. The ferry could be going to the Crocodile Island, near where the creatures were deified at the Kom Ombo temple. Celebrating eternal life, it was built when ancient Greek civilization was in the process of dominating the Eastern Mediterranean, so relatively late in the Egyptology timeline. We travelled north up the Nile River, where I photographed a cattle boat that appears to be operated by 3 generations of men, perhaps of the same family. Their boat joins other feluccas sailing to various destinations, north or south. With the crepuscular light at day's end and the sun setting in the west. We arrived at Luxor. On both productions, we filmed in and around this extraordinary place, where the ancient city of Thebes thrived on the east bank of the Nile. The massive size of the temple complex can only be appreciated when seen with figures in view. Built from the 16th to the 17th centuries BCE, its antiquity did not protect it. The lack of symmetry at the entrance is because one of the 2 obelisks is missing, stolen by the French. It is at the Place de la Concorde in Paris. Plenty of archaeology remains in the form of sculptures, reliefs, and complete buildings. In the shadows, some beautiful images survive, even with colours, illuminating how people lived in the real world and the afterlife. So many aspects of life and death, formal or domestic, as well as depictions of wildlife. The most splendid remains are on the west side of the Nile, in the Valley of the Kings. Although one of the most grandiose surviving funerary buildings celebrates a queen, Hatshepsut, who became a pharaoh, reigning around 3,500 years ago. Unfortunately, images of her were literally defaced by a succeeding pharaoh, but the magnificent architecture outlives the destruction. The West Bank was also home for the artists, artisans, and construction workers who lived in nearby settlements. The area is still populated, perhaps by descendants of the original workforce. Many of the children indicate poverty, and life can be difficult around the waterhole, bringing up the next generation. On the 1975 production, we headed north to Cairo in a rust bucket of a plane, getting lost over the desert. Arriving on the Giza plateau, we were greeted by camels and a boy on a donkey, next to the great pyramids and Sphinx. The mysteries of these extraordinary creations still challenge Egyptologists, with secret chambers discovered recently and still no realistic understanding of how such massive stone structures could have been built. The historical impact of these iconic locations was only topped by our visit to Saqqara. Here, the step pyramid of Djoser is not in good shape, but the temples and pathways are in amazing condition. even though this is the oldest stone building complex in recorded history. So modern looking. I soon discovered it was much more lively out on the streets of the city. The young people, soldiers, disabled, all mixed up, together with street traders who seemed to pitch up anywhere. Here were the horse-drawn carts clattering through busy streets with wonderful old buildings, minarets and all. On the crowded streets there were old men in traditional garb and widowed women in the black of mourning. Everyone was going about their business as the day turned into the darkness of evening. What a contrast with the south, the light and everlasting life.